Okay, so I want to welcome everybody for the Confident Lady Boss series. This is, we are doing this, let's see, I think this is the eighth session. We started this in April, Carrie, just so you know, and we've been doing these 3 times a month on various topics. And tonight we're going to talk about rewriting the 8 false money stories. Madeline Faiella is going to share what she does before she is our speaker for tonight. We also have Deborah Smith. She's calling in from Long Island, and we used to work together. And Madeline, who is a coach, she'll introduce herself in a bit. We've known each other. She's coming in from Florida. I'm in from Connecticut. So we've got several states going on here. I love it. I love it.
We're covering it all.
Yes. So Carrie, I know you were saying you want to start an online business, get it off. Okay. And you're 72 years old. You're with Adult Women. Yay, Adult Women.
Okay, that's right.
Awesome. Well, welcome again, Carrie. So Deborah, do you want to introduce yourself for Carrie?
Hi, Carrie. My name is Deborah Walker, and I'm kind of freelancing and having a slow blow at life right now while I'm making choices still. I'm enjoying it though, learning a lot, just feeding the soul and the spirit. I love these Zoom classes because it teaches me, no matter how old you get, you'll be surprised. You're always learning something that, you say, right on. I'm so glad, So that's me.
Amen. Amen. We'll always need to learn.
Right.
There is something to know. There's always something to know that we don't know. And it's over when it's over.
That's right.
So very good, Deborah. How about you, Madeline?
So my name's Madeline Faiella. I'm coming to you from Hollywood, Florida. I am a behavioral change agent, and what I do with people is change the way they behave so that they can change not only their life, but they can change their business. I am a public speaker, an author, and I coach people. I am also civility trained and certified. And in my past life, I was a professional singer, and I did that for 25 years. And for 18 years, I was a paralegal. Now I'm an entrepreneur. I am 71. And I am getting my business off the ground. I do have clients. I have a book that I'm in that's coming out in less than 6 weeks.
Yay.
Yay. And I'm really having a go at it. So I'm also having a great time.
Good, good, good. Well, thank you so much, Madeline. And I didn't introduce myself for Carrie, who is my first time meeting you. And welcome again. So I'm a freedom strategist with Life is Ideal. And what I do is I help professional career women who are stuck in their career that they want to exit out of corporate. They want something else, but they just don't know what it is. So they are looking for the next chapter. And I help them to get clarity and focus, a roadmap I provide them to get that clarity and really create a career that they love and getting excited every day, and by helping them to discover their passions.
Yep, absolutely. Gotcha.
Okay.
And I didn't tell you what I do.
You didn't, I know. You said you're starting an online business. So I want to know, what type of online business that is.
So I also am a singer, vocalist.
Very nice.
On the road. Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Yep. And between then and now, I was a corporate trainer. So what I do now is I work with what I call wounded women. Someone who has shut themselves down, they're emotionally bankrupt, whatever trauma has happened to them, and we've all had trauma happen to us, their reaction to that trauma has been to shut themselves down. And so the name of my program is Get Your Mojo Back.
Get Your Mojo Back. I love it.
Yeah.
Very good. Wow.
And I live on a lake in northern Minnesota, semi-remote. And I'm a shaman, gone through all the spiritual and the Reiki and the EFT and all of that kind of stuff. I founded my business in 1983, so been around for a while.
Okay.
And very excited that I can stay on my 10 acres on the lake and
Ooh, how nice. Oh my gosh.
redo a career again, so I don't have to go back to the city, kind of thing.
That is amazing, Carrie. Yes, I've been a corporate trainer as well, and got laid off from corporate training years ago, from a Fortune 500 company. And that's when I started my journey of the self-discovery and what did I want to do for the rest of my life. And I became an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur, just last July when I left a corporate job as a recruiter. So I went from training, started my business, got into other side businesses, but last July I finally took the leap and became a full-time entrepreneur. And I felt that it was time to focus on this 100%.
And look what you're doing already. Good on you.
Thank you. And we wanted to share these webinars on various topics. I have the replays on my page, on my group page, because I really feel, and Madeline and I really, we talked about this at the beginning, and I was brainstorming with another coach, and we said, well, let's share these on a weekly basis, 3 times a month on various topics. So we'll share at the end what we're going to do next. So stay tuned for what's coming, because there'll be more coming after tonight. Okay.
Excellent.
Very good. Carrie, well, welcome again, Deborah and Madeline.
Carrie, where are you again?
I'm in northern Minnesota. Are you aware that Minnesota is a tall state? Kind of rectangular tall?
Yes.
Okay, if you cut that in half to a half square and a bottom square, I'm right in the middle of the top square.
Oh.
Wow.
10 acres on a lake.
Are you anywhere near where the purple one was?
He was down in the cities, which is in the center of the bottom half of the state.
Okay. That's all I know about Minnesota.
Nice. We're getting a geography lesson. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I took so much of your time, but it's really unusual to have a group of mature, intelligent women, and one's been a trainer and a singer. It's. I feel like, holy cow, I found my tribe here.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome, Carrie. I love it. I just love it. You just don't know who's going to come in your space.
That's right.
About that, Madeline, before. The right people are always in the room at the right time. So I love it. All right, Madeline, take it away.
All right. So it's really lovely to meet you all. Tina and I met online and actually got to meet each other in person down here at one of the events we were at. And Tina moderated a panel and I was speaking, and we had a blast. So, like Tina said, we've got something we'll share with you at the end. So I want to talk to everybody about money. So you all know about Aristotle, the philosopher from way, way, way back. And Aristotle said that money is simply an exchange. We had a lot of false money stories because we weren't born with money stories, but the people who loved us and wanted to help us, ergo parents, sisters, brothers, cousins, teachers, taught us so many things. And a lot of that created negativity around money. So we get stuck in patterns.
Mm-hmm.
If you're struggling to create money, like the amount that you want, the issue is usually your perception of what money is and what it isn't. And to each person, that's different. So it starts with those stories that we grew up with. And it's easy to blame the economy. Everyone wants to say, oh, well, the economy went down and that's why this happened. Or you could blame your ex. You could say that there's a lot of money in the world, but you just can't get hold of it. You can accumulate more money than you could ever spend if you change your mindset. So what I'm going to do tonight is see if I can help you guys and myself, because I'm always learning, work on improving the circumstances and our thinking around money. So who here has ever heard money is the root of all evil?
Me.
Me.
I grew up with that.
Yes. So they say that the money is the root of all evil, and that it's not going to be easy to get the amount of money and to enjoy financial abundance if we believe that money's bad. Money's nothing more than a pile of paper if you're looking at it in that sense. Until we give it a why, until we give money a purpose, it's either a pile of paper, a number on a check, or a number in the bank. Think about those facts. Those are actually facts. That is really all money is. How often do you accept a service and then pay that person through the bank? Have you ever even touched the money?
No.
Right? So how could that money be bad if you have exchanged it for something that you want? So here's the solution for this story. Excuse me. Always remember that it's just a way of transferring value between people. Value between people. It's a piece of paper, it's a coin, it's a number on the bank account. When you use money beneficially, there will be nothing evil about it. Basically, do you know why you want more money? Anybody want to share that with me?
Financial flexibility, freedom. I don't want to be constrained to something or a job or something because lack of money.
Okay, so freedom. And I
Right.
know, Tina, you relate to that very well.
Yes, I can relate to that freedom. You have more choices. So I believe that when you have more money, you have more choices.
Yes.
You can do more, be more.
Absolutely, be more. I love that.
Yeah, you can be more. You can give. You can also give more.
Yes. Carrie, what about you?
Oh, freedom without a doubt. Being on the road singing and as a traveling trainer, I got to travel a lot. I miss that so much. I've been home for more than 10 years. I'm ready to travel again.
Okay.
Ready to go.
A part of my business is that I want to do, oh, you'll get this. So in my Get Your Mojo Back online program, there's a accompanying, a keynote speaker business.
Okay.
Where as I take the people through different processes, I'm rewriting jazz songs from the old standard jazz songs, and I'm changing the words to be what fits whatever module I'm doing. And so I'm going to start off by taking people down into the pit of why they're sad and all the stories they hang on to and all that kind of stuff. And every time we learn something, there's another song, a blues song starts it off, and then there's another song. And at the end, I want to have everybody on their feet singing a jazz song with me, and then have all those songs on a CD that they can take home with them. And I want to do that all over Europe. I want to travel and do that, and it takes money.
It does.
Well, girl, go do that. That's fabulous.
I'm trying.
Hold on a second. My
That's a
lighting.
great idea. That's a good why. And so we all have a rewrite of why money is not evil.
Right. Right.
It's basically that choice to rewrite that story. The second thing that who has heard only greedy people want more money?
Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard that, but it makes sense.
I can remember I was in Monte Carlo and I was with a friend and we were just looking out over the water and there were lots of beautiful boats. And this was someone I was dating. And he said, every one of those people out there on a boat is a thief and they're greedy.
Oh my God.
And I thought, that can't possibly be true. But I found out in research that a lot of people believe that people with money are greedy.
Well, because we've seen people, see, that's the thing. We've seen people, so we generalize. I think we stereotype
Yes.
because we see certain people that are evil, are greedy, and they have all this money,
Right.
and then we generalize.
And then
Well,
we
and usually somebody else points that out. Somebody else says, when somebody says, look, he has that money because of what a greedy person he is, I think that's the first time the greedy thing gets put into your consciousness. Before that, you just think, wow, they're having a lot of fun with that money.
Mm.
well, when
It's a
I
good
was
way to look at it. Good way to look at it. That person's having a lot of fun with their money. I love that.
a kid,
And there's nothing wrong with that if you're having fun with your own money.
Yeah.
Right.
If you
Right.
haven't hurt anybody to get that money.
Exactly. Yep.
when I was
Exactly.
a kid, I heard that, like if this person wasn't spending the money, my mother would say, yeah, that's why they have all that. It's just greedy. So I have heard that.
I've heard that from my parents.
Yeah, and I agree. So the solution to rewrite that story is that money can give you the means, like we're talking about, to create the life that we want. Because
So
it gives you, like Tina said, it gives you more choices, brings you freedom, and everybody wants that. And if you read Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich,
yeah,
Harry, you're going, yeah, you've read it?
I've read it bits and pieces. I haven't read it in a while.
10 years ago or something, I couldn't quote it.
Yeah.
We all have the right to be rich. And it even says in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
we were meant to live fully.
Exactly.
And that means everything. So the third story, people won't like me if I have a lot of money. I actually went through this.
Really? Really?
Are you worried that people will, you'll be lonely or scorned if you have money? And if you think that way, you're going to struggle to create wealth. Well, I had gotten to a point when I was singing because I was doing really well. And there were some people that thought that if I would pay for everyone's dinner, that I was showing off.
I've heard that too. You know what? I've heard that in my life. Yes. They're showing off. I know. I've heard that.
Meant it as a great gesture. So the solution for that is like this. It's like you think, well, people won't like me if I have money. And for a while, I believed that. So I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. But I also realized that people may not like me if I dyed my hair red. And others would start liking me maybe if I changed my hair to green. So everything that we do can create new friends and lose others. So the idea that it's connected to friendship is something that needs to be rewritten.
Right. Okay. So rewriting this particular story about people not liking you if you have money. So what is the solution? Get rid of those people?
So the solution is, get rid of toxic people.
Yeah.
Live your life in your best way possible.
Okay.
And then you'll always have good people around you. We talk about having the best people around you. Forget about what people say.
Mm-hmm.
We're all meant to have enough to do what we're meant to do. And the easy way is to let life happen. Sometimes you just need to let go. Believe in
Yes.
yourself, have faith that you're going to be okay. And those people that don't like you will fall off.
Right.
And again, add that super strong why. Energetically raising your money story to live.
We couldn't hear you for a while. You were like fading.
Oh, okay. So you want to add a strong why.
Yep. Okay.
So your vision. Why do you want the money? Because that energetically raises
The vibration.
frequency that you're at. And I've had coaches who have told me that as well when it comes to selling, that you cannot sell that which you don't believe you don't own.
Right, right.
You cannot sell that which you don't believe you don't deserve.
Mm.
If we believe that tons of money we'd be able to impact the world, that's when it shifts and changes. Do you know that Warren Buffett is actually very frugal?
Yes. Oh, I knew that.
I knew that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very impressive.
Yeah. Because for him, it's really not about money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like when I was singing, it wasn't about the money and it just kept coming in. It was really about the joy I was having.
Right.
But a lot of people focus on the money and they'll step over $1 to pick up a penny. And until they get that synergy with money and energy and life, they'll be focusing on the lack forever.
Right. Right. So instead of focusing on the lack, we really need to focus on abundance.
On abundance,
Mhm.
what leads me into number 4.
Okay.
How many of you have ever felt like, I'll just never have enough?
Yep.
There will never be enough.
Yep.
We don't, look at Gary. We
Yep.
don't have enough. I can
I've said
remember
that.
my dad saying, what do you think? Money grows on trees. So,
Yep.
and I truly, and I will be honest with you that I still break through this. When we believe that there's not enough, it's like a slap in the face to God
Yes.
and to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot outgrow the harvest. And this is a big one. You cannot outgrow the harvest. There is so much abundance for us. There will always be more than enough. And it's waiting for us to do something good with it.
Yes.
So taking trips and vacations, buying a great house, all of that's good. As long as our service muscle, let's say, is built up so that we're helping others. You know, it's like Oprah said.
That's right. Helping others.
Because here's the thing, even if you have $1 in your wallet, and there's times you have nothing,
Right.
but you see someone who is worse than you,
Give them 50 cents.
and even if you give them 50 cents, you're giving something. You're helping someone else. So you're being of service.
The whole thing is that receive,
Yep, reciprocal, receiving. Yeah.
exactly. That energetic
Yeah.
cycle
Yep.
has to be in our lives. And it also doesn't always come back in money. For example,
That's right. You'll get it back in another way. I agree with that.
Yes.
In another way, my neighbor knocked on the door. She said, I made dinner. We had so much here. That's abundance.
That is abundance.
I was at a conference and a friend said, you took so much time with me for nothing. So I want to give you a facial. I give 2-hour facials. Would you be my guest? Thank you very much.
Awesome. See, that's abundance.
That's right.
That's the abundance-driven mindset. So the solution when we think that we don't have enough, raise your money mindset. Know that money is not worth anything until you put it to good use. And there's so many good books and websites on the topic that there's no excuse for us not to know. And the first book to understand about money and abundance is the Bible.
Yeah. Yep.
That's where the 10% comes in.
Exactly.
Tithing.
Yep.
That's right.
Tithing.
The 10% tithing, exactly.
Yeah.
So what about number 5 is I grew up poor.
And I'll always be poor.
And I'll always be poor. So, right?
I've said it. I've said it.
Yeah, or it's an excuse. Well, how come you don't have such and such? Well, I grew up poor. That's a mindset, and we live with that. So we spend a significant portion of our adult years with little money because of the lack. the mindset. And what happens is we become addicted to that comfortable space in that economic situation. So we might not be happy about it, but at least we know how to manage it. And doesn't that stink?
Yeah.
We know how to manage the lack. It feels comfortable. So we're afraid to go out and be unfamiliar. So here's the solution. Take a chance on life. There's so many options. Take risks.
That's right.
Give yourself less financial pressure. You could always go back to living in lack. But once you move out, you'll realize that there's so much opportunity and there is so much money out there that it doesn't make any difference. Look at Tina and I have taken huge risks.
Mm-hmm. Spent
And we're
money,
standing.
invested a lot of money to, yeah.
I mean, money is part of human nature. It's both a tool and it can be a drug. So the people that use it as a drug are like Madoff, for example.
Exactly.
He had no foundation. He used it as a drug. Boom.
And see where that went. Destruction happened. More
Yes.
bad things happened. The family is destroyed.
His son killed himself.
Yeah. Yep.
What about the other thing? I'll have time when I'm older to worry about finances.
Is this number 6?
This is number 6.
Okay, so when I'm older,
I'll have time to worry about finances. This is a huge money block. This
I'll
is
have
a
time.
barrier, a block. This is like a huge wall. Because money has nothing to do with time.
Yeah.
People think that, well, if I don't invest now, I'll never have anything. So why bother? Or if I wait too long to get serious, it'll ruin my financial future. The way things change in a second, they can change for the better. They can change for the worse. And even when we think it's for the worse, it's for our good.
Right.
Always. So the solution around this, number 6, play around with your savings, find an online calculator, and realize how powerful you are with your money, how powerful you've been with your money, and how strong you stand even when you don't have it.
Right. And here's the thing too, I've always said this, I decide where it goes. It's our choices, setting intention of where your money is going. Because we are responsible for it.
Exactly. And also believing in yourself. I mean, when have you ever been homeless? Now, I once slept in my car for a week. I was very, very young. But truly homeless, we are standing.
Hi.
No matter what, we are standing.
Yep.
Number 7 is one I heard someone say, yeah, but if I had all that money, I'd just end up giving it all away. And that's a common thing.
I would give it away. If I had all the money, I would give it away.
Yep, very common. A lot of
Oh,
people,
yeah, I've heard that.
yeah,
Well, Warren Buffett gives away a lot of his money.
Yeah.
but he's also retains a lot.
He gives a very small portion of it away.
He does.
Yeah.
Comparatively, because what he gives away is a lot, but he's got so much.
Right.
Yeah, it's got
But
so
he
much.
gives it to good causes and charity, as you ladies probably know.
Right. And he's frugal. See, he's frugal with his
Right.
money.
Yes. I also heard a beautiful story. There was a man who always flew first class because he had the money. And he realized that throughout the year, he could save, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. So he flew economy and spent that money on an entire community in Africa.
Wow.
Nice.
You know, when you a lot of people are in first class to prove whatever, I believe that if you stretch a penny, you'll have another one.
Mm-hmm.
And we always need to know that God's there to show us, to feed us, to find a way. And we live in America.
Mm-hmm.
There's no excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
The solution about I'll give it all away is that you need to take care of yourself too. We come first.
Yes.
We come first. And that can be difficult because we think we're being selfish.
Right. That is true.
So
I used to think that. Yeah.
right? Number 8 is the biggie. I don't deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
Who's ever felt that they didn't deserve to be wealthy or rich? Or I know I have. And if you think you don't deserve it, if you're afraid that you're going to have to struggle to achieve it, then you believe that you're not smart enough to get it. You think you're too lazy. You think you have the wrong background.
Yep.
So whatever the reason, it's a major money block. It's a huge challenge. So the solution, realize that you deserve anything you're willing to work for. Give yourself a reason to believe that you deserve it. Now, I want to interject right here that when we want and feel that we deserve money, sometimes it can come as a gift, it can come as a winning, and it comes when we earn it.
Right.
We don't necessarily earn the absolute value of what we're giving. So it comes to us in other ways because it's the law of the universe that everything balances out.
Right. Right. Right.
So the beliefs around money, and if they're negative, they affect our finances,
Right.
which affects our business, which
Exactly.
affects our why.
Right. Right.
And most people address their financial issues with a focus on the external. But it's more than that. It's called the limiting beliefs. So you could be living in a beautiful home, and it doesn't mean that you're rich.
Right.
We
Nope.
know someone that one of our coaches mentioned, he's a billionaire, but he's miserable. So that is not rich.
No. No. It's not
And
rich.
yeah, it's miserable. So just take a look at what your particular money blocks are and make a choice. Today, I'm going to look at my money blocks. I'm going to face them. I'm going to embrace them. I know that they are related to human behavior. It's all about behavior. And money has an addictive quality, whether it's we want too much or we don't believe that we deserve enough. But we can all rewrite our money stories.
So can I share? I want to share something if I can.
Yeah.
When I was working full time, and Deborah can relate to this, we both worked for the same company. We weren't happy with this company, and I made good money, but I was miserable every day, miserable. And it was to the point that I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this every day. So I am now not making close to that yet. I'm spending less. This is the other thing that I want to share with all of you. I am spending less
Good.
because I'm more conscious of where the money's going. I'm more intentional because I have less right now. So I'm more intentional of where it's going. Whereas before, every morning I was buying my Dunkin' Donuts coffee on the way to work. And when you added that up, okay, I don't do that anymore. That is just a simple thing. I don't even go to Starbucks. So those people that go to Starbucks every day, I was just going to Dunkin' Donuts, which is getting expensive.
Your value as a person is richer than when you had that much money.
Right, right.
Because like you said, now you're intentional. Because the value of money only relates to how it makes us feel.
Mm-hmm.
for what we're doing with it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we have to use money to create memorable experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we pass on, people don't remember the house. They remember
Right,
how we made them feel.
exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. Carrie, do you have any thoughts on this?
I was raised with, we don't have the money for that.
Okay.
I was raised with that.
Yeah.
I was raised with my mother setting me down when I was early teen, saying, by the way, we've got enough money saved to send your sister to college, but you won't be going to college, so you'll have to take care of yourself.
Oh my.
But
Are
that's
you serious?
Oh, God.
no.
Wow.
Yes.
She's serious.
Was your sister older than you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was born in a dysfunctional family.
Okay.
But anyway, so I did hear not enough money when I still have the notebooks that my dad wrote down every time he gave us 5 cents to go do something. Kept track of every 5 cents. So I was raised with that. But for some reason, I had the chutzpah to think that God was going to take care of me and the money will come. I didn't really take that fear with me.
Good.
When I went on the road singing, I sang, they gave me money. It was easy. I don't know how this is going to fit in here, but I didn't have the intelligence to know I was supposed to take care of it. So I made it and I spent it. And that's the story of my life. I make it and I spend it. 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 I'm not out of it.
Change the story. It's time to rewrite your story. And it's time for you not to tolerate living like this anymore. Your subconscious already has the answer. However, we get just the way people get addicted to the way people get addicted to drugs, to sex, to gambling, to spending. We get addicted to living without, and with those calls coming from creditors. It's an addiction to a feeling because the feeling is familiar. Once we try to step out, that feeling is unfamiliar. Like, well, what if I try and, I don't know, think of something that you might like to do that might pay you, maybe go drive Uber or something, just to get.
I'm showing my part of the I'm doing it. You know, I've taken the courses, I've got it all there, and I keep plugging at it every single day, and I really do keep my attitude pretty high.
And you take action. Like, do you take action with your
Every single day.
Okay.
Like
Good.
you have good energy, and we know money's more than just a useful tool. Economists have even argued that even though money is certainly useful, human behavior towards it can be explained just by its utility. So however you're using what you have, you're managing to stay in a good space. Although I think that there's a gap where you can make a leap.
Your phone is breaking up, honey.
There's a gap where I believe you can make a leap. And sometimes culture on its own isn't powerful enough to explain the human motivation for money. So one thing I do love that you said, and I relate, when I was singing, I didn't think about the money at all. And man, I was on some big stages. And so I made some big bucks. And then when I got to another job, I just kept pushing for raises and kept getting them. Then as an entrepreneur, and Tina knows a lot about this, I had to go through an entire phase of understanding about keeping that same type of faith and not focusing on the money. And once I got that going, things started to move.
When you're not focusing on it. See, here's the thing. One of the things is where you put your attention grows.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So shift your focus and focus on revenue generating activities.
Every day.
Every day you do that. So
Yep.
Which is good. So have you seen progress with that? that you've made money?
Have you got, no, have you guys launched programs? Have you launched online courses?
Yes.
Yes, Madeline has.
Okay, so there's a process. And so I did try to shortcut that process and tried to launch, and I didn't spend a lot of money on the launch, but I launched too soon, and I didn't make a penny. So I went, okay, I learned my lesson, pay attention. You got to get the list built. You got to have a following. They have to know, like, and trust you. You have to do that. You can't just launch if there's nobody to buy. So I did go ahead and jump on that not as a test. Well, as a part of that, I've always had, it's going to work out all right, and God's going to take care of me, and the money's going to be there. And it wasn't. So I'm going, okay, so pay attention to the process of get the know, like, and trust down there and get a following. And that's what I work on every day. And then also on, finishing up my course.
So how can we support you?
Don't know.
What is you have a Facebook page, right?
I have a Facebook page. I have my business page. I have.
Well, do more lives on your Facebook page.
I do. So for 2019, I didn't make myself a promise, but I set myself a goal to try to do a Facebook Live once a week. The consistent you're familiar with the consistent content?
Oh, yeah.
Part of marketing. Okay. So trying to say, okay, well, that's what I didn't do. I don't have a following because I haven't been consistent in my postings. So 2019, I'm going to do some posting, trying to do a Facebook Live every single week. That has been so blank and hard to do.
Let's talk about that, because I want to ask you about your language.
Okay.
For one, I am trying. No, I am.
I was going to say that. Yes.
Yeah.
Get rid of the trying.
I will. I am. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What is it about you being consistent that you're afraid of?
Oh, I'm not afraid. I love being on camera. I love putting together PowerPoint presentations. I love doing the graphics. I love every bit of it. And when I first made the decision that, okay, this year I'm going to get that list built, I'm going to do consistent content, I have, pages in my Evernote account of ideas of mini courses and things to write about. So I have all of them there. So, but then when I actually had to start doing them and putting, I'm a firm believer that the Facebook Live and anything you put out there, challenges, whatever, has to have some value to my avatar, to the person that I'm trying to impress.
Connect with it. Yes.
Yes.
The audience. It has to be the right audience for what you're
the right audience, and I have to put value to them.
Yes.
Doing consistent content is not just throwing something out there. If it doesn't lead them or intrigue people that are in my greater niche so that I can build it down, drive it down to the smaller niche of those that are willing to pay money, you got to start here. If I'm not giving them consistent content, then there's no reason to do it. You don't just post for the hell of it.
No. You have to have a strategy. You have to, and just so you know, Madeline is a writer. Mm-hmm. She writes awesome content, just so you know.
Yep.
But no, it's not just writing content, because like myself, I've used social media people, and you think just because you're posting doesn't mean you're going to get.
No, they're like little mini lessons kind of thing, I think. That's how I think of them.
Question, and this is really important. You know me, Tina, I'm already getting down in there.
Yes, you're deep.
I'm going deep. Do you believe, because you mentioned, well, it's got to be a value of it for them. I believe that anything that you put out there would be of value. Do you not believe that? What I want to say is that oftentimes what we see in life is our own perception. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the truth, whether it's money or something else. And 9 times out of 9 times, it's our subconscious that has all the answers that we need. And when we're in silent moments is when we find those answers. And when it comes to money, all the stories can be rewritten. We have to just face what the real deal is with ourselves. So embrace your flaws, embrace everything about you, and know that no one's broken. You're all enough, and we deserve absolutely all the good that's out there.
Good.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Well, then this was really great, Madeline, with your 8 false money stories and rewriting them, because I took good notes, and I love how you gave us the money story and the solution to rewrite it.
Thank you.
This was
Good.
really
Now,
great.
Tina,
Yes.
I didn't see the post from last week when we did the colorful circles. I really want to be able to get Madeline's. I don't know why I
Well,
didn't get.
see, it was in the replay, but I didn't have it as an attachment because the speaker didn't share it as an attachment that I could have
Okay.
sent. It was in the replay, in the actual replay.
Okay,
Okay.
right.
Yeah. I didn't get it. Well, I got it. You know what? Actually, I got it as an extra slide. I will, you know what? I just thought of it. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I did, because she did send it to me. But it was in the replay.
So you
Okay.
guys have like a theme for the month, and then you have 3 meetings that have to do with that theme, and then next month it's a different theme?
That's what you know what? That's a good question. And we've made June the month of money. So last week we had 8 money realities. There's 7 money realities. We had another speaker. And the replays, I put them in my group. So now that you're a member of my group, Carrie, you'll be able to see the replays. And I'm going to post this replay. To wrap up tonight's session and to share what's coming next. So next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a webinar that is going to be a recap of our sessions, because we started with the power of intention was our very first session.
Mhm.
We've had a couple of speakers. We've talked about, oh my God, we talked about fear. We've talked about a lot of money related topics. Madeline, do you remember a lot of things we talked about? There were many
Talked
times.
about courage.
What?
We talked about courage.
Oh, of course. How could I forget? Madeline talks about build your badass courage. So we did a whole session on courage. We've done, my mind escapes me now.
Well, that's why you're doing the recap.
I know, I have a folder. I'm actually organized. I do have it. You're so funny, Deborah. So yeah, so next week will be a recap of all our sessions. And Madeline and I are going to be sharing our we're going to be doing a mastermind. And we're going to have twice a month, we're going to have sessions on topics, and it's a membership mastermind.
Yes.
So there will be a small cost for this mastermind, but and we're going to build it around the people that are going to come in. We're going to be our goal is to help you with challenges. Like this is a perfect mastermind topic tonight that Carrie was talking.
Right.
That we can help each other.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with mastermind, Carrie and Deborah?
Absolutely. It's really a high intellectual conversation. That's all it is. Because you're always thinking of an idea for either yourself, or you think like, gee, how could I do that? Or you have knowledge for someone else. And it's just a conversation. But then you put a theme, and someone has a specific question around that theme, everyone focuses in on helping that person get the best answers for their question. And what we're going to do is we're going to structure this mastermind 2 days a month. One day will be completely confidential. The recordings can go to the members if they want them. The second day will be people can promo everything they're doing, and that will go up on YouTube. So we have confidentiality. We also have support for people to promote what they're doing, hopefully make money, learn about business. We're going to get speakers coming in, and this will be twice a month.
Evenings. It will be in the evening.
Yes.
Okay, that we're going to do. And Anything else, Madeline, on the mastermind you want to share?
Mastermind for every type of person. I have an attorney who's already signed up. There's Tina and I. I'm sure there's going to be an author or three. There will be regular peeps that don't know what they're doing yet, but they want the education.
And
So,
are we
anyway.
going to, and we'll decide if we want to keep it to a limited amount of people, because we don't want it too big either.
We don't want to water it down.
Yeah,
We want to keep it robust
yes, yes.
because we want people to flower out of this. We don't want them to just pay even a small monthly fee. We want them to show up, to grow, to come because they love being there.
Mhm.
So this really is a small community that we're building of people who like to think top of mind.
Yeah. And I'm still going to be doing these webinars on different topics. I do have that plan. July, I will take, well, I'm debating whether I'm going to take August or July and not do the sessions with the summer. I haven't decided yet, so I have to think about it. One of the months I will not be doing webinars.
And
So I
I'm
have,
going to start interviews on Monday nights.
okay, okay,
So-
so Monday nights you would not be available.
For everybody.
Okay, okay. So, and Madeline and I are gonna decide, like, when are we gonna do these masterminds, which nights of the week,
Right.
you know, so we'll make that decision. It's not gonna be on a Friday night, it'll be a weekday.
So it should be Wednesdays and Thursdays because Monday I'll be doing interviews. Tuesday we do your series. The only thing we could possibly do would be do it later on one of the days or earlier on one of the days.
Yes. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
Deborah, how
I
does,
hope you don't pick Mondays, because Mondays I don't get home till after 11.
okay,
I
so Monday
I
wouldn't be
don't want to
good.
miss them if you can do that.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not
no.
gonna do Mondays, we're not gonna do Mondays.
Won't do Mondays because Mondays, I already
Okay.
a bunch of people I'm going to be interviewing. So every Monday I'll be interviewing. That'll be on Facebook, either on my page or in my group. I'm still to be determined. We'll talk about that.
Good,
Yeah, we'll
okay.
do that. I want your input, Tina. And so Mondays, I'll do that. Tuesday, Tina does this. So it'll be maybe Wednesdays and one Wednesday a month and one Thursday a month.
Yeah,
How's that?
yeah, and I'm gonna continue to do the Tuesdays. I mean, I was thinking maybe, do I change Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday's not good for people. Should I do a Thursday? I
No,
don't
keep
know.
it Tuesdays.
Keep it
No,
Tuesday.
Tuesdays is good. Who wants to come on, come on.
Right,
You
Right.
you give it enough promotion. So
I have,
don't change your routine.
right,
If it's been successful, no.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting, we've been getting people, and the right people will come in. Last week we had different people. This week we have
Right.
different people. So there's always new people. Carrie is new, so I'm so glad that you've attended. So why don't we that we could stop the recording.
Okay.
So this was a pleasure to have all of you tonight at our Confident Lady Boss series.
Wonderful.
We're looking forward to our next week's session, so stay tuned.
It was
Because
nice to meet you all.
it was nice to meet you. Well,
Carrie.
let me stop the recording.